Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So the last update about Twist of Fate, Pallavi asked Rhea to divorce Rambo for Prachi's sake so that Prachi can stay in the house, and Rhea was shocked. Then Prachi had a little fight with Rhea and Prachi claimed a right from Rhea saying that Rambo is her husband and they love each other. Then Shaina comes there to come and defend Prachi, and Shaina begins to fight. So let's continue. Prachi scolded Shaina for fighting with Shaina. Rambo comes there and says he had fought with Aryan as he liked their cat and rat fight. Shaina gets happy. Prachi asks if they are done. Grandma comes there and says I brought the good news. Grandma says my wish is going to be fulfilled. Prachi, Shaina and Rambo ask Grandma to say what is in her mind. Grandma says even I want to have sweet. Rambo makes Grandma have the sweet and asks what is the good news. Grandma says I heard Pallavi saying this and says you will not believe this. Prachi asks Grandma to say it. Grandma coughs. Rambo says I will bring water and he goes. Rhea tells Rhea that she doesn't trust Pallavi. Rhea says she doesn't trust Mom as well. She says she is doing this to trap me. Rhea says she has understood her game plan. Rhea says before Pallavi moves on in her plan, we have to do something. Rhea says I am seeing all the family are going against us. Rhea says everyone is against us. Nothing is in our favor. Rhea says I will think about something and she goes to her room. Shaina asks Grandma why she is coughing when she had eaten sweet. Rambo brings water and makes Grandma drink it. Shaina tells Grandma that she has saved her from Prachi. Rambo says I saved you. Shaina says Prachi kept quiet when Grandma came. Prachi tells Grandma that Shaina and Shaina had a cat and rat fight, and Shaina says that Shaina was taking Rhea's side. Prachi says that she cannot hear anything against Rhea because Rhea is her sister. Grandma thinks in her mind that Prachi really loves Rhea like a sister, and if she tells everyone that Pallavi is trying to make Rhea divorce Rambo, then Prachi might not let Rhea divorce Rambo. So Grandma lied to them that she heard Pallavi and Wendy talking that Kayani gave birth to a calf. Prachi asks that who is Kayani. Rambo says that a cow's name is Kayani. Shaina asks if the calf is a male or a female. Prachi is about to go behind her, but Rambo stops her and talks to their baby. Rambo asks if Mama doesn't care for you and says she doesn't leave me. Rambo says to Prachi's unborn baby that once you are born, then we will talk. Rambo says that their baby is having so much complaints. Prachi says it is a boy. Rambo says he wants Prachi's happiness, but he wants a daughter. Rambo says that his art has made a beautiful picture of their daughter, and he knows that their daughter must be like Prachi. Prachi smiles hearing Rambo. Rambo tells Prachi that his art has made a beautiful picture of their daughter, though he did not see it, but he knows that she will be like Prachi, and he would hear a lot of complaints from her, so she should be like Prachi. Rambo says he will make a complaint box in the house so that both his daughter and Prachi can put their complaints in the box. Prachi asks Rambo that what does their baby says. Rambo says she says that mommy is careless and careless, and I ask her how to make her mommy better, and she asks me to give more love to mommy so that mommy can give immense love to her too. Rambo says to Prachi that her baby asks me to hold her mommy's hand and get closer to her as love increases that way, and she will get triple love of mommy and father both. Prachi says it seems that she likes to talk to you really. Rambo says to Prachi that I can hear our daughter saying this and she is asking me to take care of you. Rambo asks Prachi to take care of herself and she should not get angry and she should smile and be happy so that their baby feels good. Rambo says he wants their baby to come to this world smiling and not crying. Prachi says that today I will sleep early and take rest. Prachi says to Rambo that it is their baby that is saying this and not her. Rambo says she has started talking to you. Rhea gets up thinking about Pallavi's words. She thinks if she should trust her or not, and thinks that she should do something so that her work is done and Mom doesn't feel bad. Rhea says that the divorce papers that Pallavi has arranged for should not come here and I should not leave the house. She thinks to talk to Prachi and manipulate her so that Prachi can talk to Rambo. She thinks that she will do this first work in the morning. In the morning, Rhea tells Rambo that she wants to talk to him. Rambo says he doesn't want to talk to her. Rhea says Prachi is waiting so that we can talk. Rambo asks why did you involve Prachi in our fight? Rhea says you really amazed me and you care for Prachi so much and you protect her like protecting a small girl. Rhea asks Rambo if she is really good or if she is bad. She says I am not bad and says even I am a woman and in fact I am pregnant. Rambro asks, why is your day started with complaint? And he asks her to sit like a pregnant woman, and he calls Prachi. Vikram asks Rambro what happened. Rhea asks Rambro not to create a scene and come to the room. Rambro says, I don't want to talk to you. Everyone looks at them. Rambro calls Prachi. Prachi comes there. Rambro says, I have been shouting your name since long, and he asks if she was on call. Prachi says, no, I was. Rhea asks Rambro if he wants to be with this lamp who doesn't know anything other than stammering. Rambro and Prachi get upset at Rhea. Prachi asks Rhea to say it again. Rambro asks Rhea, what is your problem? Grandma gets up and says that Rhea has a problem with the fact that why do people love Prachi more? Vikram asks Rhea to grow up and says you are pregnant, but you are behaving childish. He says when you talk like this, then nobody wants to talk to you. Rhea says to Rambro that don't talk. I am not asking anyone to talk to me. She asks Vikram not to get involved in women's talk. Prachi asks Rhea not to cross her limit. Rhea asks Prachi to stop acting as if they are her parent. She says they have thrown you out from this house. Rhea says to Prachi that nobody wants you to be here and everyone felt disgusted with your presence here. Rhea says they have never accepted you and they will never do. Rhea says you are shameless and you are staying here. Rambro says enough and says Prachi is here because I wanted her to be here. Rambro says to Rhea that you are fake and Prachi is the epitome of truth. I don't know what you want. You are fake. Aliyah says enough. It is too much. Aliyah says Rhea speaks her out and she doesn't fight with anyone. Aliyah says what wrong has Rhea said? She said the right thing, that her sister has ruined her home. Aliyah says that nobody wanted Prachi to be here, but now see, Prachi knows how to do black magic. Shayana says Prachi has not done any magic. She has made everyone as, and it is love magic, which your Rhea can never learn. Then she will not give work and she will not get love. Shayana says to Aliyah to ask Rhea to leave from here and stop the jealousy. Rhea says, how dare you, and she slaps Shayana. Rambro holds Rhea's hand. Grandma raises her hand and asks Rhea if she has gone mad and says, I will slap you. Rhea pushes Grandma away. Vikram holds Grandma and asks, what the hell? Pallavi comes there and says, today you have crossed all the limits. Now you cross the last limit and you cross this house step. Rhea says, I will not go from here as Rambro is my husband and this house is mine. Rhea says nobody can ask me to leave. Pallavi brings the divorce papers and says to Rhea that you are my son's wife, so my son will divorce you today. Everyone gets shocked. Prachi asks what is happening suddenly. Divorce? Shayana says let it happen and says it should have happened long before. Prachi says to everyone that Rhea is pregnant and says we cannot abandon her. I know that she is bad, but she is my sister. Please don't do this with her. Aryan says Rhea is taking advantage of everyone's emotion. She should have gone away from here. Shaina asks Aryan, are you for real? Aryan says yes, Prachi is my sister too. Millie asks Aryan to take Rhea's side too. Shaina asks Millie to know about Rhea first and says it is good to have 100 enemies rather than having a sister like Rhea. Rhea raises her hand to slap Shaina. Prachi holds Rhea's hand. Rhea asks whom will you save and asks her to save Rambro from herself. Rhea says to Prachi that because you have done marriage with Rambro, then my marriage with him is invalid. Then how did I get pregnant? Rhea says Rambro has physical relationship with me in my room and he has taken advantage of me. And she asks if my marriage haven't happened with him. Rhea says he molested me in the name of marriage. Prachi says enough. Rhea says to Prachi that I got pregnant without marriage, call it anything, but Rambro has taken my advantage. Prachi says enough and she asks Rhea not to test her patience and don't think that her goodness as her helplessness. She says Rambro did not take advantage of you, but you have taken advantage of Rambro. She says I know well what you have done with Rambro. Pallavi asks Prachi that what has Rhea done? Prachi says Rambro had told me that Rhea has spiked his drink and he was not in his senses and he was not in his control. She says he did not take her advantage, but it was all Rhea's planning. Rambro asks, you believed me and you trusted me. He gets emotional. Prachi says, I know it. Shayana heard it. Rhea says to everyone that Prachi is jealous of me and that is why she is making a false story. Rhea says she humiliated me when I came to know that she is pregnant. I tried to kill her baby. Prachi asks, what did you say? How can you think of this? Prachi asks if Rhea is not a human. Pallavi says I have bear enough and she asks Rambo to divorce Rhea immediately. Rhea gets angry. Pallavi takes the pen from Vikram and asks Rambo to sign. Rambo signs on it and asks Rhea to sign. Pallavi asks Rhea to sign, else she will tell the truth to the police. She asks her to decide if she wants to stay here or stay in jail. Pallavi says to Rhea that I know that you had helped the kidnapper Nick and you had hired him to kill Prachi. Pallavi says I heard everything and I kept it to myself because I wanted her to be my daughter-in-law. Pallavi says now the blindfold has been moved out from my eyes and says Prachi is not bad like I thought and you are also not good like I thought. Pallavi asks Rhea to sign the divorce papers. Rhea says no, I will not sign it. Rambo says if you don't sign, then you will spend all your life in jail. Rhea signs on the papers and throws the papers to Prachi. Rhea asks Prachi to celebrate as this happiness will not last long as I will return to this house soon. Rhea throws the divorce papers on Prachi and asks her to celebrate her happiness, but this happiness will not last long because she will return very soon. Pallavi says this would happen only when you get out of jail. Pallavi says I will make sure, Rhea, that you will be rotting in jail all your life. Pallavi holds Rhea's hand and takes her out. She then pushes her on the floor and asks her to get out. Rhea says I will not go away from here. Rhea wakes up shouting that she will not leave and how dare Pallavi to push her, and it turns out to be that Rhea has been dreaming. Rhea thinks that thank God it is a dream and says she will not go out of this house even in her dreams and she will make sure that it is Prachi who leaves the house. Okay, so this turns out to be a dream, but don't forget that Pallavi telling Rhea to divorce Rambo is not a dream. But Pallavi making Rhea signing the divorce paper immediately is a dream. But Pallavi asking Rhea to divorce Rambo is not a dream at all. So let's see what happens next. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like the video and share it. And I'll see you guys in the next update. Thank you.